Hello everyone, welcome to Food City Commerce class. Please subscribe to my channel and like, share and comment. In this video, I am discussing one of the method in time series analysis for measurement of trend, that is least square method. Least squares method, it is very important method in measurement of trend. In least square method, as the name only tells that least square means when we square the deviation and the sum of that square deviations will be least in this method. That's why it is called as an least squares method. It is the method for obtaining of trend values where it provides line of best fit which satisfies the following two conditions. First condition is where y represents the actual values of variable y and yc represents the trend values of variable y. So when we sum the deviations, it will be 0. And the second one is when the deviations will be squared and then added, the value will be least as compared to other methods of measurement of trend. It satisfies these two conditions. In the least square method, we will get the equation for straight line trend. In this method, the trend line is always straight. That is, it is having a function of linear. So that's why always the line is in straight line. Trend line is in straight line. So for that trend line, the equation is y equals a plus bx. Y equals a plus bx, where y represents the trend value and a and b represents the constants and x represents the deviation. Here, the value of a and b can be found out by solving the normal equations simultaneously. The two normal equations are summation y equals na plus b summation x. Second one, summation xy equals a summation x plus b summation x square. Here, y represents variable y, n represents total number of values in the series, a and b are constant which need to be calculated. Summation x represents the sum of deviation. Summation xy means x into y. We have to multiply x into y and then we have to sum it. A is constant, summation x I already told, and b is a constant. Summation x square means first we have to calculate the x square, x into x, then we have to add the value. So by solving these two equations simultaneously, we will get the values of a and b. Or when we make summation x equals to 0, we can directly calculate a by having this formula, that is summation y divided by n, and b equals summation xy divided by summation x square. The first problem in the square method, determine the equation of a straight line which best fits the following data. Compute the trend values for all the years from 2000 to 2004 and predict the value for 2006. Plot the data on graph, and they provided year and sales figures. So here we have to calculate first the equation of straight line trend, that is y equals a plus bx. We have to find out a, b and x values, and we have to compute the trend values by using that equation for all the years, and estimation should be made for the year 2006, and this data need to be plotted on the graph. Here in this problem they provided year which should be represented as x and sales in thousand represented as y. So first n is equals to 5, that is the total number of years is 5, so n equals to 5, and summation y equals 290, that is summation of y values 35 plus 56 plus 79 plus 80 plus 40 equals to 290. Next we have to calculate summation x. For that we have to calculate x first. So x for each year. So small x equals to capital X minus 2002. Capital X represents the year. The 2002 is the origin of point of time. So here normally we will take midpoint of time as the origin because it will make summation x equals to 0. When summation x equals to 0, then we can directly use the formula A and B. So here when we minus, that is 2000 minus 2002 equals to minus 2, 2001 minus 2002 equals to minus 1, 2002 minus 2002 0, 2003 minus 2002 1, 2004 minus 2002 2. So summation of this equals to 0. So when summation x equals to 0, we directly use a formula, or else we need to calculate the normal equation should be solved simultaneously. As here summation x equals to 0, I am going to take directly the formulas. So next we have to calculate x square. We need summation x square for calculating the b value. So for that purpose x square should be calculated. X square means x into x. Here for the 2000 x is minus 2. Square means minus 2 into minus 2 plus 4. Minus 1 into minus 1 plus 1. 0 into 0 0. 1 into 1 1. 2 into 2 4. And summation of x square is 10. Next, we have to calculate xy. In the formula, we have to calculate xy for calculating the b value. So xy means we have to multiply x into y values. So the x is minus 2 into 35 minus 70, minus 1 into 56 minus 56, 79 into 0, 0, 80 into 1, 80, 40 into 2, 80. So the total of xy is 34. We have to add minus 70 plus minus 56 plus 0 plus 80 plus 80 equals to 34. Then we have to use the formula A and B. We know the formula A equals summation y divided by n. Summation y is 290 and n is 5. So 290 divided by 5 equals 58. Next, formula for calculating the b, summation xy divided by summation x square. Summation xy is 34 divided by summation x square is 10, which is equals to 3.4. We know the equation for straight line trend is y equals a plus bx. We calculated the values of a and b with the formula. So just substituting those values with the equation, a is 58 plus b is 3.4 into x. This is the equation for straight line trend in this problem. So next, this is the first requirement in the question, that is determine the equation. We determine that the equation is y equals 58 plus 3.4x is the equation. Then we have to calculate the trend values for all the years from 2000 to 2004. So we can calculate with this values. The trend values is calculated with the equation y equals 58 plus 3.4x. So here for the first year, that is for the year 2000, y is equals to 58 plus 3.4, x is minus 2. So first we have to calculate 3.4 into minus 2, then plus 58, which is equals to 51.2 is the trend value for the year 2000. Same calculation should be made for all the years. In the second 2001, x is minus 1. Minus 1 into 33.4 plus 58 equals 54.6. Next 0 into 3.4 is 0 plus 58 is 58. 58 plus 3.4 into 1 means 3.4. So 61.4. Next last one, 3.4 into 2 plus 58 equals to 64.8. The second requirement of the problem is we have to compute the trend values for all the years. So for all the years with using the equation we calculated the trend values. Next we have to predict the value for the year 2006. In the previous methods we can predict the values by only doing the graph. But in case of least square method, without graph, we can predict by using the equation. We know the equation of trend values. So by using that, we can calculate the value for 2006. For 2006, first we have to calculate the deviation from x. That is 2006 is a capital X minus 2002 is the origin, which is equals to 4. So small x equals to 4 and we have a equation. Small x is 4 and we have equation, and for that x has to be substituted as 4. So by that we got the value for the year 2006 y equals, that is trend value, estimated value is 71.6. As it is in a thousands, it is 71,600. Next they asked us to calculate the do the graph. So next we have to do the graph. Same here, x-axis represents the year and y-axis represents the sales. And in x-axis the scale is 1 centimeter equals to 1 year, and in the y-axis the scale is 1 centimeter equals to 10,000 sales. So by that, first we have to plot the values of y. That is the actual values of y has to be plotted on the graph. It will be like this. For 2000 it is 35, 2001 56, 2002 79, 2003 80, 2004 40. Then we have to plot the trend line. So for the trend line we have to take the values of this column, that is 51.2, 54.6, 58, 61.4, 64.8. So the trend line follow like this. And they asked to predict the 2006, so it has to be extended up to 2006. Then the line has to be drawn vertically and horizontally. It will touch us y-axis, that is the value for the year 2006. By the graph also we can find out the estimated figures. Therefore the estimated sales for the year 2006 is rupees 71,600. This is the method of least square. In case of odd number of years, n is odd here. So in case of even, how we have to calculate? Let's see. Second question, determine the equation of straight line which best fits the following data. Compute the trend values of all the years from 2011 to 2018 and predict the value for the year 2019. Plot the data on the graph. As same in the previous problem, we have to calculate all those things. Here also year and earnings in thousands is given. Year represents as x and earnings represents as y. In previous problem we have the number of years is 5, but in this case the number of years is 8, that is even numbers. Then the taking of origin will differ. So first we have to calculate the n. N is 8. The total number of years is given 8. Next summation y, total of y column equals to 526. Next we have to take origin year. So the origin year is usually taken the middle year. Here the middle years are 2014 and 2015. To make summation x equals to 0, we have to consider the middle of the year or point of origin as 2014.5. Then only we will get summation x equals to 0, or else we will get the other values for summation x. Then it has to be solved with the simultaneous equations. Solution. Okay, for making the summation x equals to 0, we are taking the year of origin is 2014.5. Then we have to calculate the x values. That is for the 2011 minus 2014.5 minus 3.5. So 2012 minus 2014.5, minus 2.5. Next 2013 minus 2014.5, 1.5 minus 1.5. Next 2014 minus 2014.5 is minus 0.5. Same we have to calculate for all the years. So then summation x will be equals to 0. So we can directly apply the formula. Next we have to calculate x square, that is the column of x has to be multiplied twice. X into x, that is minus 3.5 into minus 3.5, you will get 12.25. In the same manner we have to calculate for all the years. Therefore the summation x square, that is total of x square column is 42. Then we have to calculate x into y. So xy means we have to multiply the value of x and value of y. So x into y, that is 38 into minus 3.5 minus 133. 40 into minus 2.5 minus 100. In the same manner we have to multiply all those values and then we have to add this column. It is equals to summation xy equals 308. To get the trend equation, we have to calculate A and B value. We know the formula for A. A equals summation y divided by n. Summation y is 526, n is 8. So by dividing that, we will get A equals to 65.75. Next, B equals summation xy divided by summation x square. Here summation xy is 308, summation x square is 42. So by dividing it, we will get B equals 7.33. So we can form the equation. We know the straight line trend equation where y equals a plus bx. So y equals a means 65.75 plus b means 7.33. So x represents the deviation of time from the origin. So this is the equation for calculating the trend values for this problem. By using this equation, we can calculate the trend values for all the years. So for all the years, we have to use this equation. For the first year, 65.75 plus 7.33 is common. So for x, we have to substitute the value of this column. So 3.5 minus 3.5 has to be substituted for the 2011. So by that we are going to get the 40.1. So same procedure has to be followed for all these years to get the trend values. So by this we will get trend values. Here prediction is asked. So the prediction for the year 2019. So for the year 2019, the x has to be calculated first. X equals to what? First, capital X is 2019. For which year we need to predict, we have to take that value. And the origin of time is 2014.5. So by that, x equals to 4.5. So we have to substitute the value of x equals to 4.5. So by that, we are going to get the value of y equals 98.74. So the predicted value by using the equation is 98.74. Let's see the graph. So first for the x-axis here has to be taken and y-axis earnings. So where 1 centimeter equals to 20,000. First we have to plot the values of y in the graph. Then we have to plot the values of trend values to get the straight line trend. First values of y. It is shown like this for particular year, that is for 2011 38, 2012 40, like this we have to plot the data up to 2018. Next we have to draw a trend line by using the values of y, the last column. So we will get the trend line straight, and then for the prediction we have to extend that line up to 2019. Then we have to draw the vertical and horizontal lines to know the predicted value. So it touches the y-axis. The y-axis shows the predicted value for the year 2009. Therefore, from the graph and as well as from the calculation, we estimated the earnings for the year 2019 is rupees 98,740. It is in thousand, that's why it is converted to thousand. That is 98.74 into thousand. It is equals to 98,740 rupees is the estimated earnings. So this is how we calculate when summation x equals to 0. If summation x is not equals to 0, we have to use simultaneous solution of equations. So next problem will be on that. In this problem, this is based on the normal equation. Here in the problem itself, they stated that we have to use the origin year is 1991 and we have to obtain the equation, and we need to find out the trend value for the year 1988, which is missing in the series. That is 1987 is given, 1989 is given. We have to calculate the value for 1988 and origin has to be taken as 1991. And also we can see that after 1993 directly they given a 1996, 1994 and 1995 information is not available in this problem. In this situation, the summation x is not equals to 0. Therefore, we have to calculate the trend line by using the method of normal equation. So let's start. First, we have to calculate the n. N is 7. The total number of years given is 7 years. So 7. Next, summation y. The total of y column 1120. Next, x need to be calculated. Here they only provided that 1991 has to be used for origin. So 1987 minus 1991 is minus 4. 1989 minus 1991 is minus 2. Same has to be continued for all the years. For summation x equals to 1. Here it is not equals to 0, so we have to use the normal equations. Then x square value has to be calculated. Minus 4 into minus 4, 16. Minus 2 into minus 2, 4. Minus 1 into minus 1, 1. 0 into 0, 0. 1 into 1, 1. 2 into 2, 4. 5 into 5, 25. So the total of summation x square equals 51. Then we have to calculate the xy calculation. So xy means x column multiplied with y column. So by that we are going to get the values minus 560, minus 288, minus 160, 168, 352, 900. So summation xy equals 412. This information is available. Now we have to use the normal equations. The normal equations, we know that summation y equals na plus b summation x. Summation xy equals a into summation x plus b x square. So we have to substitute the values which we calculated into these two equations. So summation y equals 1120. N is 7. A we don't know, plus b we don't know. Summation x is 1. Same for the second equation. Summation xy is 412 and a summation x is 1 and plus b we don't know, and summation x square is 51. So then we have to use these two equations and we have to calculate, we have to solve these two equations simultaneously. So first we have to make either b or a equal coefficients. So I am making a as equal. So I am taking coefficient of a and multiplied with the first equation, and coefficient of a in the first equation should be multiplied with the second equation. That is 7 should be multiplied with second equation and 1 should be multiplied with first equation. So by multiplying that we will get like this. So with multiplication of 1, the same equation will be followed. 1120 equals 7a plus 1b. When multiplied with 7, 7 into 412 is 2884. 7 into 1a is 7a. And 7 into 51b is 357b. So while solving, we are taking the changing of signs. Here plus is there, so minus. Again here plus is there, minus. Plus is there, minus. So by deducting the second equation from the first equation, we will get 1120 minus 2884 equals to minus 1764. 7a get cancelled. 7a minus 7a get cancels. Next, 1b minus 357b equals to minus 356b. Therefore, b equals minus 1764 divided by minus 356. So b equals 4.96. Minus minus get cancels, and 1764 divided by 356 equals to 4.96, the value of b. So we got the value of b. Then we have to calculate the value of a by taking any of the equation. I took the equation number 1. So 1120 equals 7a plus 1b. We know the value of b, just we are substituting the value of b to the equation. So 1 into 4.96 is 4.96. So it will be 1120 equals 7a plus 4.96. So 4.96 took other side of the equation, it will become minus 1120 minus 4.96 equals 7a. So 1120 minus 4.96 is 1115.04 equals 7a. So a equals, it has to be divided. So 115.04 divided by 7 equals to a equals 159.29. So we got two constant values a and b by solving the equations simultaneously. Then we can form a equation that therefore the linear trend equation for this problem is y equals a is 159.29 plus b is 4.96 x. So we have to calculate the missing year value. So for 1998, first we have to calculate the x. So x value, how we are going to calculate? 1988 minus origin year is 1991, which is equals to minus 3. So by solving that, we got the value y equals 144.41. Therefore, the estimated trend value for the year 1988 is 144.41. By this, so therefore, three methods in least squares, means three process. First one is when odd years is given, when even years is given, when any missing year is there, how we are going to calculate. We can calculate it through normal equation or directly by using the formulas. Finishes the methods in measurement of trend. We discussed all the four methods in videos: graphic method, semi-average method, moving average method, and least square method. Least square method is very important, which is asked in the examination. Thank you for watching.